Oh shit, I need to make some adjustments here. Plop that down to 85. Alright, and welcome back to another episode of Doom. I know last night I said it was going to be Spider-Man, but I was in a Doom mood. That's all I have to say about that. So where we last left off, we came back to Mars. We got about to here. And we are... Ooh, those are the first few notes from the Imp song. I think we're trying to get up to there, if I'm not mistaken. It's funny. I was in such a mood to play Doom 2016 that I literally made a separate save file and beat the whole game. Is that a gore nest I hear? I think that's a gore nest I hear. Right, because I can't get up there at this time. And I think I already cleared out these guys down here, right? Yep. Sorry, give me a minute. It just gave me a bit to get my bearings again. Because like I said, I made a separate save file and beat the game, so I'm completely turned around. Nope, can't go that way. And they've been confusing, but I think something that would have been interesting is if they kept the secret level lever you find in the previous mission, the first time you're here. They just kept that there. Like you couldn't activate it or anything, but it's like still in the switched on position. Okay, I have nowhere else to go. I've explored all other options, just about. That's right, I don't have that thing unlocked yet. Can we try one more time to get over there? Because I swear I hear a gore nest. I want to take that out. I'll hold off on that for a bit. Nope, I was wrong. I'm just insane. Do 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 do. It's funny. I actually got a copyright strike on the fucking Imp song. Thing was, it wasn't claimed as the Imp song. It was claimed as something else entirely. But that's YouTube for you. Zero respect for fair use laws or even being able to differentiate between different music. Heck, one of the songs on that played at the end and my finale for what was it, God of War 3, got a copyright claim on it, and I'm fairly certain it's not even what YouTube is saying it was for. I guess I should also point out that those claims aren't affecting my ability, aren't like demonetizing my videos. My videos can't get monetized anyway because I don't have enough subscribers on my archive channel. But it's super obnoxious when anytime it pops up and it's either for something completely stupid or it's not even the thing it's claiming that it is. Because I know there are a lot of channels that also get a copyright claim for music when it's not even the music it's claiming it is. Like, there's this one guy, I forget his name, but he does these videos where he has at least 3 videos where he's going over why or how the CW Flash TV show is incredibly inconsistent. And in one of his transitional things, he was doing the I feel like I'm missing something here. I'll figure it out. But anyway, he was using the, I think it was the theme for Jeopardy. I might be wrong. And of course, that's copyrighted. Or not the theme for Jeopardy, but the thing that plays whenever they're I think it's whenever they're trying to answer a question. I can't remember. I haven't seen Jeopardy since my grandmother watched that, and well, she's been gone from this plane of existence for quite some time. Yeah, anyway, it was playing that theme, that do 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 do, and for some reason it was copyright claimed as a song that wasn't even remotely close to it. Dr. Olivia Pierce. I believe the remainder of the collectibles are in here. Sorry, I realized I kind of took a long path to a short thought. My biggest annoyance with the copyright claims is how if I have even a 3-second clip of an Ozzy Osbourne song, the whole thing is banned throughout. The whole thing is banned throughout the world. I'm not even joking about that. I don't know what his record company's problem is, but it is really obnoxious because there has been, but the last archive I had of what was it called? Brutal Legend. I've been trying to get to comply with YouTube's fucking copyright bullshit, and it was so obnoxious trying to mute just that 3-second snippet of one of Ozzy's songs. Oh, that's right. I haven't checked down there. I'll check down there. Yeah, why not now? I don't see YouTube's copyright thing as such bullshit anyway. Just because the song is in the thing doesn't mean someone's violating copyright. Because, see, in order for copyright to have been violated, I would have to be claiming the song as my own. I would have to be claiming that I made the song. Or I would have to be using it and making money off of it. Since I am doing neither of those things, I am not infringing on copyright. Plus, since I am altering it enough, i.e. putting it on gameplay, it should not be an issue. Oh, shit. But lo and behold... Sorry, I see that it's ready to launch. I was just kind of restarting the thing. Okay. I was literally telling myself in my mind, ooh, use the quad damage. Whoa. Didn't mean to step foot on the man cannon. And well, to explain further problems with YouTube, now that the new guy is in charge, I imagine things are going to get a lot worse. There's this new site that's trying to be a competitor with YouTube called Rumble, and I was thinking of also uploading my archive there. My issue with that is, and no offense to the people at Rumble, but Rumble kind of sucks. If I'm watching live on mobile data, if I'm watching like a live stream on mobile data on there, it is not. How do I explain this? Like if I'm watching something live on Twitch or on YouTube on mobile data, it comes through just fine. But if I'm watching something live on Rumble through mobile data, nothing. It's like super laggy and stops every 5 seconds. The playback is fine. Like if the video is. Yep. I tried touching the touchscreen. There is no touchscreen on the Xbox One controller. But where's the shoot gun? Let's see, where was I at? Yeah, right. So, like I said, the playback. Oh no, oh no. Anyway, the playback is fine on there, but like I said, trying to watch anything live on mobile data is not fun on that website. And I know that's like, oh, big deal, but like if I'm trying to listen to like one of the people I'm subscribed to on there kind of does like this morning, I guess a podcast for lack of a better term, and I try to listen to them when I'm on my way to school or sometimes out on my way to work. Well, it's mostly on school because that's usually right around when they're live is in the morning, and that's when I'm up heading to school because I'm a fool. I swear I just heard a gore nest. Yeah, I know exactly what my problem was there. I jumped too soon, so I activated the jump boots instead of just waiting till I fell a bit and then jumping. Ooh. Juicing it up. Kill 150 enemies while using power-ups. Oh, I don't know if you brought this up. Something I absolutely need to bring up. So, the current archive that I have of my latest Persona 5 episode will not be posted to my channel, but do not worry, that means it will not. That doesn't mean it won't be posted at all. I did install some extremely cheap editing software, and I just the problem is since it is one of those free installs, it does come with a paid option, but because of its free nature, it requires you to have a watermark on your video. And while I have edited the sound so that now you can hear my voice, however distorted it is, because despite my best efforts, I do know nothing of editing, and I'm too poor to hire an editor. Excuse me. Whew. I was going somewhere with this. Right, anyway, so that will be posted as soon as I can afford the subscription, assuming I don't have the money currently. Because I did just pay my taxes. Fuck you, government. And I'm not entirely broke, but most of the payment came from, or most of the money that I lost came down to paying the service I was using for helping me file my taxes. Shit, I picked it up early. Oh well. But yeah, just that way, if any of you who who are on my archive channel and you're wondering why hasn't that episode gone up yet, it's downloaded to my laptop. I just need to the edited version is at least I just need to have some money available so I can buy what I need to buy and not. Oh, that's right. I have a bunch of shit I haven't read. Okay, I did read that. Their bizarre physiology can also be their undoing. The putrid skin covering their soft belly is easily pierced. When exposed, their organs will explode violently, showering a sizable area with their revolting and toxic innards. Pinky. These demonic animals are unnamed by those in hell. They were colloquially, that's always a hard word I have time pronouncing, named Pinkies due to their unusual pink skin pigmentation. When first discovered by the Lazarus Project's tethering operation, MTC 2146-351, their aggressive nature against the living is well documented. Precision bolt, standard telescopic sight, can be placed on the Gauss cannon, allowing for greater accuracy at long ranges with this precise weapon. While using the scope, the operator can accumulate additional magnetic charge within the launch chamber, which, when released, will fire the flechettes at an even greater speed. When fully charged, a launch flechette is almost unstoppable and will pass through multiple targets. The lie detector test has determined that is a lie. Hologram. This ancient piece of tech is as effective today as it was when it first invented in early 21st century. The holocaster discharges an invisible cloud of ionized argon, which the camera then uses to project an image through. The reflected light causes a holographic effect above the device. The decoy image has a broad color spectrum and can be quite convincing. The device was first theorized by popular culture media of the late 20th century. Star Wars, Star Trek. Oh wait, no, holograms aren't in Star Trek, right? No, that's not true. There's the EMH. Please state the nature of your medical emergency. I love that guy. Before Samuel Hayden died, he completed detailed instructions and designs for a new body. A bionic automaton with plasmatronic processing core, a biomechanical brain. Samuel instructed that his frontal and temporal lobes were to remain intact, but the functions of his parietal and occipital lobes were to be bypassed and networked to the plasmatronic core. Samuel's personality, memories, reasoning, and comprehension would be carried over to his new framework, but his perception and calculation would become supercharged. I'm reading too fast for my own good. Powered by Argent caches and later by an Argent accumulator, the cybernetic transference was a success. Samuel returned, bigger, stronger, and more formidable than before, in a 3-meter-tall mechanoid body. When the decision to choose such a mammoth mechanical physique was questioned, Samuel responded, "Dictating the future of mankind is dangerous work. You never know when they may need a hero." So you made yourself tall to look like a hero? Daisy Ridley to return as Rey in new Star Wars movie. Okay. I have no opinion on that. Anyway, where was I? Stem cells and neuroconditioning agents help keep his organic matter, specifically his brain, consistently rejuvenating. He has existed for over 130 years now, and is presumed his lifespan will be indefinite. It is said that his body has long since passed, but his soul will live on forever. I mean, isn't that the whole point of a soul? Vulnerability. When it is absorbed, the stimulant diffuses argent plasma to the basal layer below the dermis, creating a tough film of bioplasma beneath the skin that protects the user from external attacks. But you still have the epidermis still exposed. I mean, it's dead skin cells, but that would still hurt to lose. This can make the demon almost entirely invulnerable until the plasma has been dissipated through repeated punishment. The bioplasma comes into direct contact with nerve cells beneath the skin, which causes excruciating pain throughout the process. This increases the likelihood that, in the throes of that agonizing torment, the mindless demon will try to attack targets that are clearly beyond their ability. Wait. Alrighty then. Once ingested, the subject effectively becomes a host for what was presumed to be the most powerful of the Yui Thranks demons. Any weapon held by the subject is enhanced, giving it up to 4 times as much projectile force and ballistic power. Though the effects are short-lived, they can be devastating. During the initial testing phase, patient C132, a volunteer Tier 2 advocate, managed to decapitate 3 security personnel using nothing more than a pocket knife. Oh, I thought it was a butter knife. And the tutorials I'm just going to ignore. Shoot shit to kill shit. Got it. Shit. Ah, that jackass. I have not yet picked up the scope. Alrighty then. Okay, before I initiate the fight, let us grab that, plop down, do this, and oh my god, I hate pinkies. I'll show you the meaning of friendship, you overgrown. Laugh at that. Gotta be careful because I think Baron of Hell shows up. There he is. Oh no. That's the first time I've ever had that happen, honestly. I have no idea what the upstairs neighbors are doing. It's been a stressful week for me. Sorry if I'm sighing a bunch, just... That was the entry point. So... Need a key card for that. Let's do here. Do here. Go here. So basically, what's been going down is over spring break, I absolutely spaced some schoolwork. And then, like I said, how we got the new dog, there was an instance where I missed a test I needed to take because I had to watch him because the little guy was whining when he was in his crate, and whining and barking, and we can't have that because, well, we live in an apartment. And we definitely don't want to get kicked out because he can't be quiet in his thing when we're not here. And yeah, that's all there is to it. It's just been stressful. Thankfully, my professor is pretty understanding. I've got a little bit of schoolwork to finish up, but I'm pretty confident I can finish it relatively quickly. And Was ist das? Eliminate all targets before timer expires. Health levels are critical. Use armor to survive. Oh, is this rich get richer? Nope, armor defensive. This is the one where if I do a glory kill on a demon, I get ammo. Or not ammo, armor. Yeah, I bet part of the reason why I spaced some of my schoolwork was because I did not write it down in my planner. Shit. Oh, fuck a duck. Whew. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Exit. An area will remain in lockdown if there are active gore nests nearby. I don't know if it was when recording the Persona series or what, or streaming the Persona series or what, but I've realized I talk kind of fast when I read, and I apologize for that. Well, I just talk fast in general. I don't know why, I don't know how, but I need to not do that because people need to be able to understand me. It's not like super bad. People can understand me just fine, so I think when I'm in person, I talk clearly enough. Oh, that was the Argent Tower. Okay. Or what's left of it, I should say. You know, in my case, I bet what doesn't help. With me speaking fast is that when I'm tired, not only do I speak fast because I'm trying to finish a thought sooner, but I also kind of slur my words. I don't know why. Oh no, I understand why. It's because being exhausted is the equivalent of being buzzed, at least in terms of mostly in terms of driving. Which is why you should always make sure you get a good 8 hours before you get behind the wheel of a car, kids, because lost track of the Hell Knight for a second there. Cacodemon. When a Cacodemon senses the presence of the living, it will hunt them relentlessly until it gets close enough to gnaw on them using an impressive set of mandibles. To aid the hunt, the Cacodemon has a psychoactive narcotic bile which it spews at range. On contact, this bile inhibits the perception of the target and compromises movement. The effects wear off after a few moments, which is often enough for time for the lumbering beast to get within bite range. Before I continue on. Okay. Let's do this. Wrong gun. Crap. Mancubus spawn. Sorry, I know I do that almost every time. Oh, that was timed perfectly with the music. Sweetness. Yeah, screw it. Let's go ahead and upgrade what I have. And then... Six. What about this? 6. Core heat level at maximum threshold. Baron of Hell, Patriot guy. That's at least 3, right? Oh, that was all 4. And then I know where to go back for the Argent Cell. It's funny, I was literally telling myself, okay, don't forget about the Argent Cell. And then I went and forgot about the Argent Cell. Am I connected to chat? Ignore what's coming through. I just need to make sure that I am indeed. Okay. Everyone's just lurking. That's not to make anyone feel bad. It's really just I have a massive paranoia that I'm not seeing chat, so. Because I want to interact with you guys, but I can't interact with you if my phone decides, yeah, I'm not going to connect to chat. Let's see. Health. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh. I think I got a checkpoint there, though. Keep a lookout for data logs that can help you unravel the mystery. There really isn't a mystery to unravel, though. I need to take a quick break and use the bathroom, because nature's a calling. Okay, it did count me getting the Argent Cell. Alright, I need to pause real quick. I will be right back. I am back. Is my microphone? Yeah, it's on. Okay. Let's go. Okay, I believe got everything from this level that I needed to get. Hmm. Sorry, I'm just. It's just. But I got that message on Facebook. I guess I should give some context. So a while back, probably sometime last week or the week before, PlayStation sent out a thing informing me about the pre-order for Legacy, Hogwarts Legacy. Now I saw that, I'm like, ooh, is it now? Can it be installed and then I can play it once April 4th rolls around? Which obviously isn't the case, because if it was out now, I'd probably be streaming that, not 24/7, but I'd be streaming that for the rest of my stream. It would completely take over my stream block. Turns out it was delayed for another month, so now instead of April an April release for PlayStation, it's coming out in May. And I know, spoiled milk. But I'm crying over spoiled milk, but spilt milk. It's just annoying when you're waiting for something you really want to play, and then they decide to delay it a while. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like, I'm not like, oh shit. I'm not thinking it's a bad mistake for them to do that or anything. I mean, if they need more time, they need more time. There's nothing I can do to change that. And with how amazing the game has been coming from other people, I'm more than willing to wait for it. I especially don't want another Cyberpunk on my hands, where the fan base essentially kind of forces the team to release the game in its unfinished state. Continue. So I am going to be safe scumming a bit for some of the challenges. That's just because I'm going to do my best to try and get 100% completion. I probably won't, um, since my other save was basically kind of a dry run to see if I could get 100%, and there were some things I did miss, but it was literally just the upgrade points or not the upgrade points, the upgrade challenges for some of the guns, and some of the upgrade challenges for the rooms. You get the location to Olivia's private offices inside the Lazarus complex, where the initial invasion began. I must first traverse through the advanced research complex in order to gain access to the entrance of Lazarus. I will utilize the tools I find along the way. Sorry, I realized I just kind of jumped thoughts. So back to my original thought. As much as I'm willing to wait for Hogwarts Legacy to release, I'm also kind of annoyed with it being pushed back. Obviously, it's out of my hands, and there's literally nothing I can do about it other than wait. Is it now? Where was I? right? I guess my whole point, I feel like this is more the fault of the fact that like uh, console companies are forcing forcing companies to no longer make games for like shit. Oh shit! What are the challenges? Perform 5 screw top glory kills on the possessed. Attack lower right leg or head from behind. I'm gonna try the lower right leg. See if that makes it easier. Interact with 2 rune trial stones. I always do that. Hide and seek, find 2 collectibles. That should be pretty easy. Where was I at? Right. Because the video game company is deciding that they don't want to have their next gen consoles built over their last gen consoles. Which the reason why I think that's a bad thing is because, at least in the case of PlayStation, I don't know how many people have. I don't know how many people have the latest Xbox console, but since not many people have the PlayStation 5, it seems like it would make more sense for companies to focus on the PlayStation 4 a bit longer until they can actually until more people have the PlayStation 5. Man, who doesn't know how to flush? Who doesn't know how to flush the toilet after they've taken a shit? Cheeseburger. Oh, that's right. I actually do have a leftover cheeseburger somewhere. I actually might grab that here in a bit. All right, come on, gentlemen. My single file. I'm assuming you're all gentlemen. Just because most of the female employees I've seen have been dead, so. There we go. That is so much better. Okay, now that I know what to do properly. Oh, ammunition for the ish. I played Battlefield 1 way too much. But that's alright. That was like one of my favorite Battlefield. It's my first introduction into Battlefield, and oh, anyway, where was I at? Right. Anyway, I don't mind that. That was probably the best Battlefield game I ever played. I liked Battlefield 5, and Battlefield 5 was pretty damn. I thought it was pretty damn good. I played Battlefield 4, and I know this. Where did you come from? Don't need chainsaw ammo. Anyway, I know what I'm about to say about Battlefield 4 is blasphemy, but honestly, it sucked. See, I bought Battlefield 4 because everyone was like, oh, well, Kevin Cloud. Oh, hey, aren't these developers? I think this guy specifically is. And I think he either committed suicide or he just died at a very young age. I might be wrong on who the person is, though. I think it's him because he's the only portrait out of all these people who has that smile. Yeah. So anyway, I bought Battlefield 5 because when I was playing Battlefield 1, I think I was looking around either Reddit or I saw stuff on Battlefield 1 clips on YouTube where everyone was like, "Oh, Battlefield 4 is better than this game." In Battlefield 4, people actually work as a team, and everyone was just out for themselves. So I'm like, okay, well, if you say so, I'll buy a few 4 and see if that's true. Because I always wanted to play 4 anyway on my game. I saw someone, I can't remember who, play it, and it looks like a lot of. Hold on. And Hayden didn't fire her wife. Anyway, so I got, like I said, I got 4 because everyone was talking about how much better it is than 1, and then I saw some things on it, so I was on it and made me interested. So I got it, and honestly, everything that people were claiming was rampant in Battlefield 1 was rampant in Battlefield 4. The amount of times I got revived, I could count on one finger, and I wasn't. And those are times when not even one finger. No, yeah, one finger. Because the times before you say, oh, maybe you died in a high uh high attrition area, I've always made sure to respawn whenever I'm in a high attrition area. Where was I at? Yeah, I've been revived. Like I said, the amount of times I've been revived, I can count on one finger. Funny enough, same thing for 2042. Imagine that. Yeah, let me go ahead and open this out. I just have something to do, and I'm not just running around jumping. Ah, yes. Oh, you fool, Marston. Anyway, where was I at? Yeah, I barely got revived. It seems like more people are playing as snipers than any other class. And the amount of teamwork I saw happening was like, I. Oh, for a second I thought this said sinners. And the amount of teamwork I saw happening was literally just incredibly minimal. I don't think I ever had anyone toss out any ammo at me. I might be wrong though, because it's been a while since I played before. Definitely never got any health or what's there. I rarely got health. I rarely got revived. And yeah, this is my experience with 4. It's not as good. It wasn't as good as people were claiming it was. That wasn't a direct hit. This game feels pretty consistent on what it considers a direct hit. Then the whole mess of Battlefield 5. Honestly, I blame the fans more than I blame. Oh my gosh, I blame the fans more than I blame DICE or EA for how quickly that game died. Because it seems like every little thing. Sorry, I'm trying to focus. It seemed like for every little thing that DICE did to try and improve the game, everyone just bitched about. Everyone bitches about the time to kill. Okay, so then they decided to lower it and try and make it fair. Then everyone was bitching how wait no raise the time to kill. There we go. Then everyone was bitching how it took too long to kill people, which I still had the same amount of. Oh, fuck me. Which I still kill people in pretty much the same vein, or same amount of time. Alright, let's do this. That didn't really scare the crap out of me. Then, of course, there was everyone bitching about the marketing for the game. Physically, historically accurate, but there's a woman with a prosthetic arm. Honestly, the most inaccurate thing I saw about that trailer was her having a prosthetic arm. Because if you lost that much of your arms where you need a full-on prosthesis like that, you're not of any use to the military. Something a lot of people seem to forget is that now I'm excluding resistance movements here because I don't know how many women served in them. But if you combine both the amount of women who served in both the United States and Russia, over 1 million women served in World War One, Two. My bad. I do that a lot for some reason. What was I getting at here? All right, covering that historical inaccuracy. Plus, there's even in terms of prosthesis, there's at least one man. I don't remember his name. I think he was a colonel in the British military. Guy had one of those prosthetic claw hands, and he served just fine on the front. Oh, so then. Whatever gave you that idea? There's actually a little bit of hidden dialogue. Honestly, I think I'm full up. I was not full up. As am I. Good on health. And obviously, it goes without saying. Sure, there was some criticism that could have been levied towards Battlefield 5, but there's a difference between constructive criticism and shit flinging. And all anyone was doing was shit flinging. Kind of like with Mass Effect Andromeda. Sure, there were some criticisms to be had, but again, people were shit flinging, not giving constructive criticism. Oh, that's where I came in from. Cyber Mancubus. I hate Cyber Mancubi. Shit. But it didn't kill it, so that gives me another chance. Boom, baby. Shit. That wasn't a direct hit. Whatever. Sorry, I realized I just kind of spent this last few moments ranting, and I apologize for that. But it was something to talk about, so, silver linings. Ooh, sounds like dog in here. We are absolutely going to need to give the dog a bath one of these days. Thankfully, I think there's like a pet room or somewhere near where I live. Anywho. And look, there's an old friend here to greet us. Super Turbo Turkey Puncher 3. First found in Doom 3, which makes me wonder if Doom 3 is somewhat canon in this game. Because in Doom 3, you see the Super Turbo Turkey Punchers game cabins throughout the game. In various conditions, there's only at least that works. And here you find a bunch. And here you find a bunch of broken, deactivated ones, and the working one. I could also just be looking too deep into it, and it's really just an Easter egg. Arms the heavy assault rifle, eliminate all 3 targets before timer expires. Movement is permitted for only 3 seconds following any kill. I'm coated in sweat. It is fucking hot in here. It's 40 degrees outside. I wonder how upset everyone will be if I turned on the air conditioning for a minute. Oh no. Oh no. You know, it's funny when I was doing not necessarily a driver, but when I was playing this on my own, I kept asking a secret. Okay. Boom. I hate the lost soul. They're not hard to deal with. They're just annoying. Is there 2 on this level? I already got all 2 of them. Sweet. Oh, you. Shit. Wee. Ah. Oh, I'm a fucking. No! I was not going to restart that fucking checkpoint. Okay, I I am okay with this outcome. Nope. Mm, okay. Don't panic, Emu. That's how mistakes get made. It's not even that it's hard, it's just stressful. No! Do not tell me I need to flip the switch again. Granted, that was my own damn fault. Oh no. Alright, well, I don't need to grab the Argent cell, so I just need to focus on the hardcore parkour. Okay. Sorry, I got something playing in my ear. I like to iterate that if I have something in my ear, or playing in my ear, it's not like because I'm bored or anything, it's because I'm trying to either focus or calm down. And this here is literally just me trying to focus and fuck off. Okay. I feel like Doomguy moves way too fast in this game way too fast for his own good in this game. There we go. Okay, okay. Oop. Hmm. Actually, you know what? This is faster because there is a collectible above me. Boop. And then get this asshole out. Ooh, okay. Woohoo. Phobos Slab. I think about this up during God of War, but I'm going to bring it up again. What's funny about the planets in our solar system is everything up to Saturn. No, no, that's incorrect. Sorry. All the planets are named after Roman gods, but Mars's moons are named after the Greek god of Greek are named after the children of the Greek god of war. Phobos and Deimos are the sons of Ares. I don't know what the Roman counterparts are. Right, so jump. As graceful as a flailing noodle. Wait, did I get... I know where that field drone is. They better not have been a secret I missed. You see, the thing with Doom is that those question marks aren't in any kind of sequential order. Which I actually think is a pretty brilliant idea, because then it kind of keeps you from guessing where the where the collectibles might be. Let's go Siege mode. I love Siege mode. It's my favorite mode on the Gauss cannon. The precision bolt is alright, it just doesn't have the damage output that I want. And yes, before anyone asks, I do ledge charge all the way. Oh shit, that's right. After his rebirth, Samuel Hayden was appointed as project director of the Argent facility. It was deemed too bizarre to have the world's first cyborg leading the most powerful corporation in the solar system. Mechanoid Samuel Hayden proved to be an even more impressive figure than his mortal self. Under his leadership, Argent technology exploded. The work achieved at the Argent facility destroyed the boundaries of our understanding of physics. As Samuel himself said, we rewrote the book and called it Argent. After unveiling the global energy distribution matrix, it was clear who was really in control of the UAC. Samuel Hayden's triumphant return to power was complete. In a stunning display of bravado and conceit, when the GEDM was finally switched on, Samuel Hayden was live-streamed in front of the Argent Tower, pulling a massive 12-foot power lever to dispatch the first Argent package to Earth. This sent a clear message to the people of the known solar system. There's only one man that can turn with power. Here we are. The incubus strain of demon has long been a subject of fascination among Lazarus Project scientists eager to understand the biology of these creatures. A team of biologists, led by Dr. Pierce herself, was formed to research and manipulate their behavior and effects of the creatures. Oh, the behavior, not there. So that headset, is that a helmet, or is that like a VR thing? I'm assuming it's a helmet. Siege mode, this modification adds an argon gas ionizer to the weapon. Really? You sure it's a good idea to be using that much argon gas for stuff? Because argon... No, never mind. To my knowledge, though, argon has some pretty limited uses. You can use it for making argon lights, I think. No, that's neon. That's neon. All I do remember is that argon is a noble gas, which means it is stable on its own right, just like hydrogen. Yeah. When initiated, the launch chamber is vacuum sealed as argon gas is ionized until it forms plasma. When the argon has been fully ionized, the chamber is opened and a plasma beam is ejected from the weapon. Due to the precise nature of this modification's operation, safety valves prevent the weapon from discharging until the argon has been fully ionized. The operator must also remain stationary during charging due to the volatile nature of freeing electrons from the gas. Upon successful release, the plasma beam will penetrate multiple targets and produce a concussive blast at the final point of impact. Oh, that's fancy. That's an easy enough secret to get. Okay. There we go. Ugh, that one always makes me motion sick. Secret found. How am I doing in terms of exploration? A third of the way there. This one's really as simple as the Okay, I think I know where the last two secrets are. Como style beaches. I love that movie. I need to see if it's on anything. Ah! Boom. Hmm. Was it? Yeah, right there. Ah! Ooh, 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 ooh. There's an interactable over here that I like using. Neuron activation. And that can kill you if you stand in front of it. I'm not gonna because I don't want to die needlessly. Yoink. Deimos guy. Pink guy. Oh no, you know what? I think I already collected Deimos guy. Ooh. I can't do a good laugh. Sorry. A good fake laugh. Anyway, the theoretical design for the BFG 9000 was first put forward by the R&D department in the Advanced Research Complex. The concept was given its own funding program. The BFG division was formed to develop a working design. Several prototype weapons have since been made. The prototypes never went into full production due to numerous testing accidents and the delayed radiation spikes produced. Previous versions of the weapon had slightly different energy patterns to the current generation. Excuse me. Some release solitary argent spheres that unleash a deadly wave upon impact. Others form an ardent laser that cuts through anything in its path. The current prototype, BFG 9000, creates ardent streams that seek out targets and boils them alive. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I'm doing fine. I'll do it later. Provider tomorrow. Today. Shit. Shit. I do not like that challenge. Just because I can. Gee, might it be because Doom Guy has a helmet on? Oh, baby. All right. Give me. Oh, 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 yeah. Come to me, my beautiful angel. Ah. You beautiful woman. When correctly charged, ionized, and compressed, deadly packets of arch energy can be released in a controlled manner at a velocity and potential energy quota far exceeding conventional weapons. Weaponization of margin energy has led to the development of and mass production of the plasma rifle. But the OAC realized that they were capable of much more. The BFG 9000 is the culmination of those efforts. Only one prototype of the final weapon exists, and it is housed deep within the ARC in the BFG division. This weapon delivers streams of supercharged energy to multiple targets and is to some extent self-guiding. Streams will seek any cache of Argent it can find, usually demons or human test subjects that have had Argent beacons surgically implanted. When the streams find their target, they release all of their stored up energy in a fraction of a second, delivering an electrical shock that instantly boils the blood and fatty tissue of the recipient. Spontaneous explosion of the subject that follows. Basically, all that tutorial was saying, push Y to use it. So, were they heading deeper into the lab? You know, the place that where all this was starting? Pistol to weaken and glory kill 8 imps before timer expires. Not too hard. Oh, is this one rich get richer? Nope. Intimacy is best. No, rich get richer, I think that's in hell. Shit. There we go. Shit. Shit. It's not hard. It's just I need to get the squib going. I got to hit him with a half charge of that, and if I'm not smart about it, I accidentally get a kill. Shit. Woohoo. Sorry if you can hear me burp. It's not that I ate recently, it's just, well, I guess I technically did eat recently. I did munch on some candy bars. I need to shave tomorrow. Fuck, I have a 7-hour shift tomorrow. The issue is not 7 hours, it's just the fact that I have to work at a place I don't like. Technically, I don't have to do anything, but if I want money, to be able to buy stuff and gas and pay for my college classes. I have to work. I would be this annoyed if it was a job I actually liked. Because see, a while back I did try applying for just because I can. It was right. So my mind completely lost the plot with me. So a while back, I tried applying to a job posting where they claimed that they were desperate for people. First time I go in, I give them my resume. They don't get back to me. Well, I mean, no, that's incorrect. They do get back to me, but every time I try to call the person who called me, it was like, "Hey, we just want to get you in so we can." I can't remember exactly what it was they needed, but basically it was just to initiate the proceedings to finalize everything. Then I call for about a week straight, leaving messages and like, "Hey, if I'm ready whenever you need. I'm ready whenever you guys need to come in there." Sorry, I'm just running around trying to grab what I can. Just let me know when I need to, and I'm available any days for you to call back so we can get this shit done. Then after that week, I just say screw it. So I go in for a second time, see if I can get an open interview. No one comes out to see me. Just take that quad damage for when my back is against the wall. Oh my god, my fucking neck is atrocious tonight. Mike's coming in. Oh shit. Is that better? Thank you, Taco Roxas. Shit, how long was that in there for? Is that coming in better now? No. Well, the fucking stream manager. Oh my gosh. I need to figure out a way to get some sort of text to speech when I'm on Xbox. I hope my voice is coming through because I have no way of knowing. But phrase, I hope my voice is coming through okay because I have no way of knowing. That's another thing I need to add to my list is a new headset. Shit, I think that means the summoner is here. Let me finish this firefight before I get back into my thought, because trying to survive and talk about stuff is not easy. Not in my head, at least, which is odd because I'm from the generation that's better at multitasking. Okay, now the summoner has to be in. Okay, let me see. Sorry. I'm in a spot where I can get away with not looking at chat. Yeah, it is kind of convenient. Let me try. Is it still? God, this microphone sucks. Is it still doing the thing? Oh my god, this thing is so fucked. It's definitely something I need to. Add it to the list of things I need. Hmm. All right, that's it. Sorry, the microphone is acting up. It's this thing's old. Well, old. It's like 5 years old. 5 years old? No, it's not 5 years old. 3 years old. It's such a fucking piece of shit. Anyway, where was I at? Right. So, um, I go in for an open interview, and no one comes to see me. So I go in there a third time. This time I'm like, I this time I actually managed to get an audience with one of the heads of the departments I'm trying to sign up for. Yeah, we even get to talking. It's like, okay, well, you just tell me what days you're available, and we can work around that. Even have me fill out an application. I turn in the application. I turn in the application, and I have not heard anything from them since. Keep in mind, this was all like a year ago. Yeah, it's basically just a giant pain in the ass. I have no idea what could be causing that. Causing it to be cutting in and out. Everything's secured. All right. Continue. I don't know. Like I said, just another thing I need to add to the need to buy things. I'm at the heart of the UAC occult, the Lazarus Labs. This is where Olivia released the demons from their cells and activated the Lazarus Wave, turning UAC personnel into unwilling possessed. I'm in search for private offices where the Helix Stone is stored. I need to unlock the secrets of the sacred artifact to find out how to shut down the well, the Argent Tower's energy source in hell. Wait a second, isn't that Vega Core? Before I continue on, Variety is the Spice of Death to perform 5 different glory kills on possessed soldiers. I think there's a naming error here. Because anytime I've done a kill glory on a possessed soldier, it hasn't counted towards that. But it's counted when I've done it against the Hellraiser. Thread Needle, kill 8 demons with a single shot. That I have to use the BFG4 time will spend to play a game of Demon Destruction. That one's super easy. If I miss that one, I'm a fucking dumbass. Plain and simple. But you already knew that. Oh shit. Oh, I never read the entries for the Advanced Research Complex. Construction of the Advanced Research Complex was completed in NTC 2136. This vast state-of-the-art research, design, and production center uses cutting-edge technology and fabrication techniques to prototype everything from robotics to weaponry to subspace communication systems. Fuck. The building's security, life support, and day-to-day operations are almost entirely managed by Vega, the Argent Facilities' in-house artificial intelligence mainframe. Due to the highly sensitive nature of the research being conducted at the ARC, the entire superstructure is essentially a Faraday cage to prevent any unauthorized communication beyond its walls. The ARC is the birthplace of several breakthrough safe fields, including BFG development, teleportation research, and cybernetic augmentation. This bastion of advanced thought attracts the brightest minds in the scientific community and is considered humanity's brain trust. Welcome, Tier 3 advocates. You have elevated yourself to the next level of thinking. Your previous notations have been cleansed by science, and you see things now as they truly are. The true power of Argent energy, under the stewardship of the UAC, will drive us into the next stage of mankind. No more secrets, no more hiding. Your journey to the final tier begins now. Our understanding of pan-dimensional existence grows each day as we begin to realize the true power that flows from hell. We are changed into something much greater than we ever thought possible, as your life as a Tier 3 advocate is more than just the work you perform. Spiritual understanding of who we are and what we are meant to be with each artifact you catalog, each weapon you prototype, and each heretic you convert. The fear of hell is seen for what it really is, false emotions appearing real. You have opened your mind. Fellow disciple, this message has been sent to you in recognition of your service to the Lazarus Project. Oh, I am Olivia Pierce. You have been granted the highest level of clearance we allow at the Lazarus Project, and as such, you are expected to partake in all rituals, sacrifices, and vivisection programs, both demon and human, as requested. Whether as a practitioner of the dark arts, or as a patient of the cleansing, as we work tirelessly to open the gates of hell, remember our mantra: the science will cleanse us. Our recent expedition to the Great Steep resulted in the retrieval of new tablets, which will help us further decode the Helix Stone. I must reiterate again the importance of fully decoding the stone. The scriptures tell us that it holds the key to both realizing our future and destroying us. So we must know it before the enemy. The enemy will come, and we must be ready. While we are decoding the latest artifacts and relics, there will be no rest, no leave, and no sleep. We must succeed. Our lives mean nothing. Opening the gate is everything. Says you, lady, says you. Yeah, I'm gonna pause real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry, I was finishing my leftover food. Okay. No, never mind. Oh, you know what? What I said was inaccurate. Uh, so I confused myself. The Hellraisers count towards the challenge. They do not. It was not a mislabeling thing. Ah, right. Hmm. Excuse me. What am I missing? Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'll go this way because I want that overcharge. Whee! Still alive. There you are. Yep. I have enough ammo. I'll just grab ammo as needed. Alright, let's kill this bitch. Yahoo! Let's go. Sorry. I wanted to say, let's go. But then, for some reason, fucking Caddy's voice popped up in my head when he was doing. I think it was the Spyro the Dragon video where he was covering all of the Spyro the Dragon games. I gotta say that he's hilarious. If you've never heard of Chris or never seen his content, I highly recommend him. He's fucking hilarious. Ooh. Ah. I love how much faster haste speeds up the. But damn it! Oh, I'm a fool. God damn it! That was cathartic. Ooh. Okay, let's go. There we go. It's no, I am insane. Isn't that right? What do you mean you're the only sane one left alive? Well, I'm gonna take the Praetor suit token, and there ain't shit you can do about it. UAC employees are advised to comply with the orders received from the elite guard. Their jurisdiction is absolute, answering only to the highest level executives at the UAC. If an elite guard kindly requests that you accompany them to the Lazarus Labs, you will be going to the Lazarus Labs. With such powerful capabilities in each elite guard, it was deemed necessary to implant a kill chip in each uniform, so that they may also be controlled should an uprising occur among the ranks. The kill chip responds to a Lazarus wave signature that can only be broadcast by Samuel Hayden or Olivia Pierce, and that is why none of them are alive. I'm sorry, Hayden, I wasn't listening. Could you repeat that? Pop. I don't really use the stun model that much. I'm a fucking moron. Oh my god, it's Johnny Biggins. I have no idea what that's from. That just popped in my head one day. Wee. The Lazarus Labs is a subdivision of the Advanced Research Complex. It is only accessible at the highest clearance levels, located deep underground to prevent infiltration or exfiltration. The Lazarus Labs are home to the longest serving and most dedicated UAC staff. Information regarding the Lazarus Project is hard to come by, as its members are highly secretive and well disciplined. What is known is that any cross-dimensional anomalies, entities, or artifacts are immediately sent to the Lazarus Labs for research and are never seen again. However, promotion to the Lazarus Project is considered a badge of honor among the UAC staff, despite not knowing exactly what their work will entail. Can't possibly imagine why. Two more, and then I'll just full on upgrade everything. I don't have to do it that way. It's just that's how my brain's operating right now. Did I complete? No, I did not. I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad they programmed it so Hellraisers also count. Because from my memory, there isn't a whole lot in terms of the possessed soldiers. Cyber Demon. The Corax tablets discovered during the UAC automated survey of 2143 met in an ancient battle in the Titan's realm during the Third Age. An expedition to the plains recovered several relics, including the petrified remains of a massive Shadow Lord believed to be an ancient Balgar demon. Researchers in the Lazarus Labs began working on piecing the creature back together, because that's always a good idea. At first, the project mandate was to construct an educational and inspirational exhibit. However, the focus quickly shifted when an attempt to melt the petrified tissue uncovered that exposure to small doses of plasmatic energy could reanimate the relic. The potential of creating living, growing tissue from the relic and the lure of an ultimate battle demon was too enticing to pass up. The project quickly shifted direction and began working on melding the ancient remains with high-tech weaponry. You fucking dipshits. Oh, yes, about 4. I'm sure that's what everyone's worried about. During a demon invasion. Oh my. Rich get richer. Ah, yeah. Our rocket launcher using only resources found in the area. Eliminate all targets before time expires. Targets will not drop resources when killed. I think to complete this mission, that'll be it for the stream. Oh shit. I hate these things. No! I hate those things. It's not that they're difficult. It's just they're again. It's not not difficult. It's just how obnoxious they are. It's like dealing with those stupid satyrs in God of War 3. Fuck, I hate those things. Oh, you fucking bitchosaurus Rex. Again, difficulty isn't the issue, just how obnoxious they are to deal with. Oh. Why am I getting an ad for breaking stuff? Like, I mean, I guess it's every so often, but it's only because my fake and facial hair comes in, and then I forget to wash it because there are some days where I just don't have time to do it. Excuse me. I think you already said it, but I like to reiterate. I know I said that tonight was supposed to be a Spider-Man stream, but I was in very much in the mood to play Doom. I love Rich Get Richer. Combine that with Armored Offensive, and I essentially have unlimited ammo. me, can you just come up behind me and ambush me like that? Hold up, bitch ass. Bitch ass, oh my god. Ah! The only downside to yeah, the only problem, and it's literally just a skill issue, is that for rich get richer, you have to be super fucking good at this game. Damn it. Yeah, I love the chainsaw. All right. Hmm. Hell Knight missing a right leg. Lost Souls. Imp. Summoner. Hell Knight missing head and right arm. And a Hell Knight who is a Hell Knight who is pouting like a little bitch. There we go. There's the button. One more. Again, I don't need to do it. That's just how my brain's fucking operating tonight. Oop. Where did I drop in from? Wait, are those Archvile heads? No, just some kind of larva thing. There we go. Ah, crap. Whatever, I'll fix it later. Woohoo! Fuck off, Pinky. This is not the meaning of friendship. Okay. Halfway there. Got less than a quarter of a water bottle left. Oh my god, look, Trimler, just because I installed your fucking program doesn't mean I want your ads. Oh, goodness. I really hope my microphone isn't still acting stupid. It's a stupid headset, like I said. Need to buy a new one. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I should have bought a new gaming headset when I still had that, well, Ishmael. Bitch, I'm the Doomslayer. Do I... Here we go. Woo! I need to look up her voice actress. She sounds so familiar. Samuel saw Olivia as a protege. He sponsored her during her formal education and was the driving force behind her promotion to the Global Science Council. Olivia made her fortune as one of the founders of Nanostruct Aerospace and Defense Systems, and in part thanks to a sizable donation from Samuel. Olivia's career blossomed, and Samuel eventually offered her the freedom to design and run her own cutting-edge laboratory by joining the UAC. Olivia refused, citing that she had no interest in the energy business. When Olivia did finally leave Nanostruct, it came as a shock to the science community. She relinquished a position of sizable power and control to work at an isolated outpost 140 million miles from Earth. The former colleague of Olivia's at Nanostruct stated that Samuel sent her an artifact recovered near the Argent Fracture, after which she became obsessed with joining the UAC. A few weeks later, she accepted the offer and became the leader of the Lazarus Project, working directly under Samuel Hayden. And here's another thing. It's the cube. The fuck, its name eludes me right now. The cube from Doom 3. Oh. Argent Fiend. Fully upgraded health and ammo capacity in a single campaign run. These achievements are so glitched. Because I did that in my old run, but I didn't do or in my old run, in my personal run, but not here. Soul Cube, that's what it is. I hate Match 3 games. Where's my cursor? If I get it caught correctly on this, I'm gonna be pissed. Here we go. Nope. Oh, for fuck's sake. I think I brought this up. Where was my train of thought? My train of thought derails so easily. It's not an attention span thing. It's just when I'm tired, I can't focus, and then I forget what I'm talking about. Right, I remember now. No, Baron of Hell. I would like to play the original Doom games, though I am concerned that because of the low graphics quality, it might make me motion sick. That's never been an issue, but usually whenever I play... Holy shit. Usually whenever I play a really old game, like, if the graphics are... Oh, God. Here we go. Idmon DJ, Olivia Pierce, K Loud, RGL 9000, Arpa Duffy, Shale Vomit, and Tenacious Diaz. Yeah, just in case. Okay. Oop. Did I? Nope. The Crucible. Good point. Wait. Ooh. Ah. I did grab it. Sweet. Oh, fuck. Ow. Ah. All right, let me go back to my original plan then. I am bulletproof. I'm not bulletproof anymore. Get off me, you overgrown testicle. Ouch. Yes, thank you, but I know I have a low battery. I thought that was a Baron of Hell for some reason. Which would be not impossible. It wouldn't make any sense. Because Barons of Hell. Oh, I can't go back into her office. Damn it. Oh, well. Anyway, because Barons of Hell throw green plasma, not red plasma. Oh my god. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Ah, my cock. Not that anyone clips anything I do, but don't clip that. Did I already max out? No. No, I'm just super fucking unobservant. Okay. Well, target. That's a good idea. 5. That's maxed out. What do I need? 4 different targets in 5 seconds. It's plausible. I'm just a fucking dumbass. 5. I don't. Oh, yeah. Oh, interesting. I never bothered doing something like that. Mostly because it's never been necessary. But... Oh my fucking. Stabbing someone in the abdominal region with a knife is not a good idea. And the Lord said to me, rip and tear until it is done. Leviticus 7:5. Actually, I don't know my Bible quotes. I don't. Uh, Here we are. Was it Doom Eternal that keeps track of the toys you collect? Why are there so many bodies down here? How many people are working for the UAC? Were working for the UAC? Tower of Babel. Oh, I think yes. All right, just need 8. I feel like I say this so often, but I think I brought this up in one of my streams, but I'm going to bring it up again just because it's such an interesting fact. There is an anime called Demon Slayer, and in that anime, the Demon Slayer is voiced by a guy who did the motion capture for Doom Guy. Now, I'm not big on anime, but that's one of the few ones I want to watch. Why am I bringing it up? Just because it's fun to talk about. How's that for a party? See, I'm kind of terrified to make those kinds of references because I don't know what people's reactions will be if I make them. If you don't know, if you don't know, you don't know. I'm not gonna out myself like that. But if you do know and you understand the reference, hey. But if you do know and you're part of that fan base, that part of the people who hated that fan base, be nice. Catting gear. I'm not a puppet, Hayden. More importantly, I'm not your puppet. You know, I just realized something. But let me keep these guys before I finish my thought on that. What? God, cock a doodle do. No. Damn my short-sightedness. What? So, anyway, for some reason, this section has always kind of creeped me out. Just this area in specific. But I finally realized why it creeps me out. It reminds me of a mission that always kind of kept my... Oh! Oh, never mind. Titan, Optimate Construction. Making the future one bolt at a time. Anyway, in Dead Space 2, there's this mission where once you reach the Earth sector of the game, where everything is kind of revealed to you, there is this part where it's kind of like this. It's in an area with I'm assuming those are catwalks, and it always puts me on edge because that's where like you get attacked by a lot of enhanced necromorphs. Oh no! Oh, I'm a fool. Oh, I do believe I can pick it up at a later mission. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically the reason why that place always makes me. Gauss Canyon, using only resources found in the area, eliminate all targets before time expires. Health levels are critical, and targets will not drop resources when killed. Alright. What was I getting at? Right. Yeah, so basically, just because of the mission in Dead Space, it reminds me of the mission a bit in Dead Space. Hmm. Alright. Oh, okay. Boom. You know, it's fitting that there would be a perk called Saving Throw, because a little fun fact about one of the enemies in the Doom series as a whole, the Kako demon was actually a demon that the original creators of Doom came up with during a D&D session. And in D&D, a saving throw, if I'm understanding this correctly, I've never played Dungeons and Dragons before, so if you have, don't at me. Or at least correct me if I'm incorrect, but if I'm understanding right, a saving throw is where like the dungeon master will give you a chance to save your character if you roll a specific number. Here we go. Whee! Oh wait, did I miss a health? Whew. Let's do it. And yet, I still don't care. Imagine that, YouTube. Imagine that. Sorry, I got an ad I was like, not fucking interested in. Bump. And I understand it's advertising. So I'm just going to go on a little tangent here. I understand it's advertising, but at the same time, I wish you that function where you can tell YouTube that an ad is completely relevant to you. They'll fucking take it to heart and actually start putting your fuck. See what I mean? My train of thought just fucking derailed. Okay. So, I wish they would take to heart when you tell them you're not interested in an ad and start giving you ads that you're actually interested in. I'd be less annoyed with the ads I get on YouTube if it was like, I don't know, say more Fallen Order ads. I guess it's not Fallen Order anymore. It's Jedi Survivor. Or just ads of games that are coming out, because there's so many games coming out that I haven't gotten ads for and don't know about it unless it's because since I watch some gaming stuff, the fucking IGN has a one of those um, first look ads, or not first look ads, but has like the trailer that they posted. Ah, fuck. I can use this function exactly that many times. Yeah, basically all I'm getting at is that I wish if you tell YouTube this ad is relevant to you or you don't like the ad, that they would fucking take that to heart and just actually pay attention to what you're interested in. Like, if you have fucking makeup ads, like I don't even watch anything related to makeup, and somehow I always get a bunch of fucking L'Oreal shit. Or kind of like how I said earlier, I don't get how I was getting that ad for like a facial wash thing for breakouts when I don't really get breakouts anymore. The only time any what was it? The only time any that's ever come on my face is because I appear on my face. Is because I either haven't shaved for a while or I didn't have a chance to take a shower because I had to rush to school. Good on health. Cyber Demon. During the Cyber Demon reanimation project, the beast was kept alive by controlling the amount of plasmatic Argent energy it received. This kept the beast in an effectively brain dead state while additional components were cybernetically implanted. A neural pathway was created between the creature's brain and the Argent accumulator, allowing the creature to administer Argent power to any parts of the body as needed. In hindsight, this pathway was a mistake, as once the pathway was activated, the dormant beast immediately administered an Argent surge to the medulla oblongata. The medulla oblongata. I love that movie. Which allowed it to restore motor function. Once active, the circulatory system quickly restored and the beast achieved full motor function within a few minutes. It was only through the bravery of follower Jacobson that the beast was contained. Follower Jacobson willingly gave his own life as bait when he lured the giant cyber demon into holding pen 6, where it could be contained. Unfortunately, there's no way to retrieve Jacobson once the doors had been bolted and he was sacrificed. A report following the incident suggested this act was not an instinct by the cyber demon, but rather a suggestion of a greater intelligence governing the will of any creature demon born. Mastermind of sorts. Research on this theory continues. He's talking about the spider mastermind. I wonder if this is the guy that they're talking about. Alright. Ow. Just trying to crack my neck and shit. I'm gonna cheese this boss fight a bit. I killed you before. I can kill you again. I'm speaking more as the Doomslayer than as a guy who has beaten this game multiple times. Ooh. Okay. Cheese. Ow. Oh, that was a horrible mistake. But yeah, major speedrunning tip. If you ever want to fight this guy, just fire BFG. Fight this guy really quickly. Just fire BFG cell and hold open the weapon wheel. Normally, I wouldn't cheese the boss fight like that. It's just I want to get this done so I can stream and go to bed. All right, this round 3. Shit. Oh, shit. That's a common mistake I always make. Ah, and boom. Do, 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 do. Just because I can, and since I'm already at the end of the level, considered to be the most significant marker of success in the development of Argent organic research, the Cyber Demon is the flagship creation of the Lazarus Project. It's a symbiotic union of a Balgar demon found during the second Project Lazarus Man Expedition, NTC 2148-117, and an Argent accumulator. The beast is capable of withstanding so much punishment that the creature must be kept in permanent suspended animation. Repeated attempts to do the beast prove unsuccessful, as when exhausted, the Cyber Demon simply replenishes its life force from the accumulator and attacks again with greater ferocity. Only by having the Argent implant can the beast be restrained. The Cyber Demon remains in stasis until a suitable method of control can be found. Oh yeah, because that's always a good idea. That'll do it for this episode of Doom. If you watched this while it was live, I appreciate you stopping on by. If you're watching side effects and kind of archive footage, I also appreciate it. Now, unless something else comes up, which I highly doubt it, tomorrow will be another episode of Persona 4 Golden. And, yeah, I don't have anything else to say. So with that, as this is how I know my streams, as always, I hope you enjoy.